Alright, so up next is the props. With the props, same order, COP, SPS, CKS. So Beaver Dam, Swamp Runner, and Mud Skipper. Mud Skipper and SPS, they have a nicer polish to them. They look more pleasing to the eye. COP, it's more of like a rough finish. They didn't polish it as much as the other two. These in the back are the weedless props. COP sent me two because they did not know which one would perform the best and that they haven't done too much testing with their weedless prop, so they, with their uncertainty, sent me two props for the price of one. Each kit came with two props. COP was an 8-inch and an 8.5-inch, SPS was an 8-inch and an 8.5-inch, and CKS gave me a 7.5-inch and a 8.5-inch. I believe that they would give you an 8 and an 8.5-inch, but when I asked for the weedless prop, they threw the 8-inch weedless prop in there and bumped down my other 8-inch regular prop to a 7.5-inch prop. So I believe the standard all around is an 8 and an 8.5-inch is what they would normally send you. For the weedless props, COP sent me a 7.5-inch and a 7-inch weedless prop. SPS only has two different weedless props at the moment. One is a 6.5-inch for their small kits, and for their medium kits they have an 8.75-inch, so 8 3/4 inch prop, weedless prop for their medium kits. For CKS, they sent over an 8-inch prop, and that's what they recommended. Both CLP and CKS have multiple weedless props. SPS only at the moment has one weedless prop for each kit. I will tell you that the weedless prop for SPS is a lot thicker and heavier. It feels more like a regular boat prop. CKS feels like the rest of the other props. It's a nice light prop. It's still polished good. And CLP, it's still that rough finish and it's still very light. But with SPS, this feels like it will hold up a lot better up against weeds and logs and sticks and branches of that nature. But it's still not too strong to where it's not the sacrificial piece. It still has some type of a lightness to it, but it is thicker than their other regular props. The design is a little bit different. I don't know if it is the thickness, but SPS stands out a lot more than the other two. Just the size and the shape of the prop is a lot different. Same with the pitch of the prop and the way that it looks and feels. This prop overall just looks a lot thicker and wider. It is a bigger prop, so maybe that is the reason why. CLP, it's very light and it looks, again, this is a smaller prop than the 8-inch, but it's a lot thinner in size and it doesn't look as girthy or as thick. So I'll be running separate tests for these weedless props in the same environment to see how they stack up to one another. So those are the props, and that's how they look compared to one another. I'll go ahead and put the prices right here, here, and here, and that way you guys can see the difference in price.